Hey paisanos, it's the Super Mario World Barcode Battler Cardset Super Show!
Ooh, Mario's gonna come in liking this. Whee!
Mario, wait! Give me a chance to tell everyone about one of the most obscure ports of Super Mario World.
Okie dokie.
Thanks, Mario. Greetings, Barcode Battler fans, and welcome to my overview of Super Mario World for the Barcode Battler II. While these cards have been around in Japan since 1992, there's been a lot of speculation by the English-speaking fans of both the Super Mario Bros. And the smaller Barcode Battler fan bases.
I'ma bet you don't know how to play.
That's where you're wrong. We've translated the manual, and we even have a dice ready.
No! It's die!
Go back to Hyrule, you! Again, these cards have no functionality when it comes to connecting the Barcode Battler II to the Super Famicom with Super Mario World running. The card art is based on the characters from Super Mario World, but that's it.
It's a new Mario Brothers 4.
That's right, but the subtitle was dropped for the Western audience. These cards were intended to be played in one of two ways, either with the Barcode Battler II in its C2 mode, or with a dice. Mario, can you do something about him? He's ruining your special video.
Cannon. Watch out for falling rocks.
No! You haven't seen the last of me!
That was fantastic. Whee! Okay, bye-bye.
So, without any more dilly-dallying, let's have a look at these cards in depth.
Oh no! Princess Peach has been kidnapped by Great Demon King Koopa. Great Demon King Koopa and his minions have settled in the mysterious island nation of Dinosaur Land. Mario and Luigi embark on a new adventurous journey to restore peace to Dinosaur Land with their powerful new ally, Yossy. Will you be able to clear a number of formidable enemies and safely rescue Princess Peach, who is trapped in the valley of the Great Demon King Koopa? It's an adventure full of mysterious mysteries.
If you're familiar with the story as outlined in the manual for Super Mario World, you'll notice that the story here is a very much abridged version of it. There are a few differences between the original Japanese story and the English adaptation, and this version leaves out mention of Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach going on vacation in Dinosaur Land, the brothers' search for the kidnapped Peach leading to Yossy, who was sealed in an egg, and Yoshi's pleas to the plumbers to save his trapped friends. It really does feel stripped down to the dry bones of the story. Before playing, you'll need either a Barcode Battler II in C2 mode or a D6 to hand. Optionally, you may have a second player. Divide the deck into items, enemies, and heroes. If there are two players, a round or two of rock, paper, scissors will determine who will use Mario, and thus who is player 1. Player 2 takes Luigi if they're participating, otherwise put Luigi in a corner where he belongs. Shuffle the enemy cards separately from the rest, then shuffle the item cards with Yossy included. Take 4 enemy cards from the enemy pile and lay them out as shown in 2 rows of 2 with a gap for 3 item cards. This is your game world, the first of 4. If you pick Great Demon King Koopa as one of the 4 enemies, return him to the bottom of the pile and replace him with another enemy. From here the 2 versions of the game play out with significant differences, so I'll start with explaining C2 mode. First turn on the Barcode Battler II, then press the select button until C2 is displayed, and press the set button. Scan in the Mario card, followed by the Yossy card, the latter of which you'll need to shuffle back into the item pile or return to the game world as applicable. Finally, press the set button to continue. The Mario or Luigi card acts as your player piece. Choose an enemy card from the bottom row as your starting point. Scan the enemy into the Barcode Battler II. When their stats appear, it's time to select between the soldier symbol for Mario or Luigi or the wizard symbol for Yossy. Note that you're not allowed to choose Yossy if you've yet to collect his card. Press Set and choose an item card if you have any. Scan in your chosen item or press the Set button to skip item scanning if you have no items or are saving them for future use. Items will have different effects. For example, some will cause Mario or Luigi to deal triple damage against certain enemies, or make them less likely to miss an attack. With your battle in progress, the LEDs at the bottom of the handheld tell you when it's your turn to attack, or if it's the enemy's turn. You have a few options when it's your turn. The L power button allows Mario or Luigi to heal, at the cost of 1 herb point. The L battle button starts an attack. There's usually a 20% chance this won't connect, but that's also true for your opponent. The Select button opens the Magic and Herb screen. Press Select again to switch between Magic points or Herb points, the former of which are only available to Yossy. Press Set to confirm the choice of either Magic or Herbs. For Herb points, press the Select button to choose from 1, 2 or 3 Herb points, then press Set to apply the selection. 1 heals a little lost health, 2 a moderate amount, and 3 the most. Magic points are used by spells, the effects of which are on screen now. Pause the video if you need to. Magic and Herb points are both limited, but it's possible to obtain more either by defeating certain enemies or by using certain items. The battle is over when either combatant's health points are reduced to 0. Defeated enemies can be added to the discard pile in a single-player game, or added to the current player's collection in a 2-player game. If the player is defeated, it's possible to switch to their other character if they have any health points remaining, but the restrictions to Yossy still apply. If Yossy is unavailable, or both characters are defeated, the current player loses a life and the next player may take their turn. Lose 3 lives and your game is over. When swapping players, return any defeated enemies and collected or used items to their original positions within the world. Once an enemy has been vanquished, it's time to move Mario or Luigi. Choose 1 item card to collect and add it to your hand before facing your next enemy. They may jump over empty spaces, unlike Link in the Barcode Battler II adaptation of The Legend of Zelda Triforce of the Gods. For D6 players, the setup is a little different. Items are placed below the hero card when equipping them for battle. In this mode, the Yossy card counts as an item. Battles work a little differently with a D6. Roll the dice and add it to the enemy's dice mode number. This is the enemy's defeat score. Next, roll the D6 again and add this to the number of any item card that Mario or Luigi might have equipped. If this total is equal to or higher than the enemy's defeat score, the player has won. If the total is less than the enemy's defeat score, the current player loses a life. Lay out the cards as they were, including any defeated enemies, and switch to the other player if present, or continue with 1 less life. If a player loses 3 lives, their game is over. The victorious player adds a fallen enemy to their collection in a 2-player game, or to the discard pile in a 1-player game. Some items don't add to the D6 roll. These special cases include the Superstar, which allows the player to automatically defeat any adjacent enemy without needing to roll the dice, though enemies with a star mark are immune to this. Discard the card once used. The Super Kinoko and 1-Up Kinoko both serve to work as shields against defeat. If you lose to an enemy, discard one of these if you have them, instead of losing a life. They don't need to have been equipped to be used in this way. The Body Press item cannot be used on its own. This is the one and only case in which 2 item cards may be equipped together, as it requires the Manto-Hane, or Cape Feather card, to also be equipped. Note that these card effects only apply to the D6 mode. Playing with the Barcode Battler II requires that any equipped items be scanned, 1 per battle, before being discarded. In both modes of play, defeating all 4 enemies in a world allows Mario and Luigi to continue to the next world. Lay out 4 more enemies and 3 items from their respective piles in the same layout as in World 1. If you find Great Demon King Koopa before World 4, put him to the bottom of the enemy pile and replace him with another enemy. World 4's layout is different. Great Demon King Koopa is at the top, with 3 other enemies below him. Next comes the 1 remaining item card and 2 more enemies below that. Are the Mario Brothers ready to face this final challenge? For all players, the goal is to reach and defeat Great Demon King Koopa. For a 2-player game, the player who achieves this lofty goal is the winner. If neither player defeats the final boss, the winner is the one with the highest point total from their collection of enemies.
Oh, Mario's so good!
Follow the previously outlined rules, and you too can have the bragging rights of being a gaijin who managed to defeat this game properly. With the graphical limitations imposed by the Barcode Battler II compared to the Super NES, I can understand how this version of the game would lack the same wider appeal that the original had. The main draw is the artwork on the cards, and while it does use the C2 mode of the Barcode Battler II without any changes to the way that works, it's not as linear as the original C2 campaign, thanks to the random world layouts and the amount of choice given to the player. The option to use a D6 is also a nice inclusion. You can buy this set as a Super Mario Bros. Fan and not need a Barcode Battler 2 to be able to play it. For the Barcode Battler collectors out there, you can play these cards on the Tomy and Irwin versions of the hardware. After all, they're the same as the Barcode Battler 2, but with different decals. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the Super Mario World cards for the Barcode Battler 2. All these and further details can be found on the Barcode Battler Museum's Super Mario World card page, link in the description. If you found this video to be informative, please drop a like or a comment. Your feedback is invaluable. A huge thank you to all our subscribers. If you're not yet subscribed and would like to see more from this channel, please consider subbing and ring the bell to be notified when our next video drops. For anyone considering supporting the Barcode Battler Museum financially, we have a Patreon account. The link is in the description, and this would normally be where we throw in the Hypnosis or 404 Not Found joke, but I thought this would be the best time for Mario's special performance, which he wrote himself and has been begging me to include in this video.
Oh, look! It's a time for Mario and Linky. Fantastic rock of a show.
Great! This should get us the ton of movies!
Have you seen the clip?
Shoot! I got this map, see?
Can I have it?
I guess that's worth a kiss, huh?
Okie dokie. Begin kissing now.
How sweet. Mwah.
Golly! Isn't it beautiful?
And then everyone was devoured by a hungry marshmallow-eating monster.
Oh no!
Huh?
It tastes like a diarrhea. Perhaps just one more?
No.
Oh, goody! Mashed link for the main course!
Hey!
And if that doesn't convince you to sign up to our Patreon account, we'll have to send Gooska round. He knows where you live. Patreon supporters will receive access to our translated manuals a whole month before the rest of the world, so what are you waiting for? It's also the only legitimate way of accessing our Super Barcode Wars Dragon Ball Z manual translation. Sign up to our new Wizard tier and you'll also have the opportunity to be a part of our future videos. Our next video will cover the Conveni Wars Seiden 1 cards, with the following video focusing on the Shogaku Ninin Sei cards. Thanks for watching, I hope to see you next time.